Okay, the broadcast is live.
Assalamualaikum everyone. This is Ishka Mahzabin. I'm hosting today's Tongue Twister show again. This is episode number 10. So this is a senior tongue twister today as we were doing junior tongue twisters before. The seniors were waiting a lot. So here we are back with the seniors again. Just like we were at the first place. So thousands of people have been commenting and watching our shows, and we have gained a lot of audiences recently, and so many people have been wanting to join the show. So here we have two amazing people, Fahim Hassan Elahi and Afnan Firdausi. Anyways, so they're going to be competing today against each other in the Tongue Twisters show. And I wish you all the best, both of you. You both are amazing. And yeah, I'd like you guys to introduce yourselves first. So, Fahim Elahi, could you please introduce yourself?
Hey there, it's Payosan Lahi. I'm from Joshua and I used to be in Joshua Institutional College. And basically, I'm participating today in Tongue Twister Show, and it is a very great honor for me that I'm participating. And thank you for giving the floor to speak. Thank you.
Welcome. Wish you all the best, Fahim Hassan Elahi. Going back to Miss Afnan Firdausi, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, I'm Afnan Firdausi and I'm joining from Silat. I actually joined the 9th episode of Tongue Twister show, so many of you may know me, many of you not. So thank you for watching us. That's it.
Okay, I didn't really notice the other tongue twister, the one that happened before. So I'm so sorry, but yeah, welcome back, Miss Afnan Firdausi. Oh, we are here. We have a comment from Mr. Fahmid Zaid Khan. Best of luck to all the participants. Thank you, sir, for commenting and watching with us. I hope you will be with us till the end. And yeah, thank you so much for the comment. Stay with us, and hope you get to join with us in the next year's tongue twister show, because you're amazing. Okay, moving on. What is tongue twisters actually? Tongue twister is like a word or a sentence where are similar words, right? So there are similar words. So when you pronounce it at the same time, you kind of make mistakes, but it's actually for an exercise. But when you do make mistakes, it sounds so funny. Trust me. Like when I'm alone and I don't have my friends around me, I just say tongue twisters and make myself laugh. No offense. No offense. I just do that because I like myself and I like to make myself, laugh. So you could do that too. And it's a great exercise for your mouth. Just like you need exercise to keep your body in shape, you need exercise in your mouth, like tongue twisters, to keep your language in shape, right? So there are lots of tongue twisters in lots of countries in lots of languages. But as we are speaking in the international language, English, of course, we are be competing in English tongue twisters. So we're going to be having the tongue twisters up on our screen anytime by now. And SK Najib sir said hello. Hello, sir. How are you? I hope you're safe. Miss Nadia Islam Jannat said best of luck. Best of luck to both of you. We love music said hi. Yes, I do love music, by the way. Yes, hi. Sir Tofik Eskander said wish you all the best. Indeed, wish you guys all the best. Sir Nazmul Alam said all the best. Oh my God, so much support. Nasir Hussain said best of luck. All right. We're having a lot of comments and a lot of views today. That's great to know. It's great to see people. Anyways, if you want to join the next Tongue Twister show, please, please, please message the English Olympiad Facebook page, your name, which class you're in, and you're gonna be up on the screen with us the next time. Sir Hassan Al Zami said best of luck, and I think we are going to be starting the tongue twisters anytime by now. Sir Jaber Junaid Chaudhry and Mr. Okay, I can't read the name. Foij Ahmed Saqib, all the best. Yes, everyone's wishing you all the best. Jaber Junaid Chaudhry, best of luck to dear participants. Sarah, thank you so much for commenting. And yeah, this is happening because all of you are supporting us so much. Mr. Arfi Tahir said, I like these all episodes. Keep it up. Thank you for liking these episodes. I hope you join with us in the next shows because it has no limit. No matter what you are, who you are, you can always have some fun with us and join with us in this Tongue Twisters show, right? Because it's for everyone. And language is not just for kids or for, teenagers. It's for everyone. And everyone should learn. Miss N. Barwa said, I am Namrata, I want to join next. Okay, sure, ma'am. If you want to join the next Tongue Twister show, please message the English Olympiad Facebook page, and you're going to be up on the screen with us the next time. Miss Dalia Sharmin said, from where are you all? Okay, so I am Ishka Mazabin. I am from Sylhet. I read in year 12. I'm in college, although I look older, but never mind. Let's not go there, but yeah. So we have two participants with us. One's from Joshua and our ma'am is from Sylhet. Yeah. So I hope you both do really amazing, because oh, here we have the first one up on the screen, the funniest one and the most important one. So let me tell you this first. If the tongue twister is short, you have to say this 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, okay? But if the tongue twister is long, you have to say this 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I'd like Miss to start this. Red lorry, yellow lorry.
3 times. Red lorry, yellow
Yeah.
lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. 5 times. Red lorry, yellow lorry. 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 10 times. Red lorry, yellow lorry. 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 Done.
Okay, that was amazing, Mr. Hassan. That was amazing. Now moving on to our beautiful ma'am. You have to say this 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. Start.
Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. 3 times. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. 5 times. Red lorry, yellow lorry. 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 Red lorry, lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Okay, that's hard.
Okay, that was amazing, ma'am. That was really great. Although you faced a little internet problem, your video was stuck, but we could hear you clearly. That was amazing. Okay, so moving on to the next tongue twister. But before that, I'd like to request my viewers to comment down below where you're watching from. And if you have any suggestions, please let us know in the comments down below. If you have any queries, check out our Facebook page, English Olympiad. And if you want to join the next English Olympiad show, please message the English Olympiad Facebook page, your name, your class, and you can join with us in the next show. Sir Arfi Tahir said, I am interested to join there, so could you please write me down the procedures? How can I get there? Okay. Ms. Dalia Sherman said, I'm also from Joshua. My son also a member of EO, so we enjoy it so much. Thank you so much, ma'am, for enjoying it. That's amazing. And to the people who want to join, the procedure is nothing. Just message the English Olympiad Facebook page, and you can come up with us in the next show up on the screen. That's all. That honestly, that's all you need to do. Just message the English Olympiad Facebook page, okay? And if you have any problems, you can check out their Facebook page. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them. It's all right. It's fine. We're totally free to answer some questions. Okay, we're going to be having another tongue twister up on the screen anytime by now. And are you guys ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It's going to come up on the screen. Anyways, other than that, to all the viewers, thank you so much for supporting us throughout this journey. As Tongue Twisters show is a new platform, I wish English Olympiad all the best. Anyways, we have the new tongue twister, the most famous one. She sells seashells by the seashore. That's a short one, you can say. So you can say it 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Starting with. Okay. Yeah, you can start.
3 times. She sells seashells by the seashore. Seashells, seashells by the seashore. Seashells, seashells by the seashore. Seashells, seashells by the seashore. 5 times. Seashells, seashells by the seashore. Seashells, seashore by the seashells. Seashell, seashell by the seashore. Seashell, seashells by the seashore. Seashell, seashell by the seashore. 10 times. Seashell, seashells by the seashore. Seashell, seashell by the seashore. Seashore. Seashell, seashell by the 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 seashore. Seashell, seashore by the seashore. Done.
That was amazing. That was really great. That was excellent. Moving on to our ma'am. You can say 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. Start.
She sells seashell by the seashore. She sells seashell by the seashore. She sells seashell by the seashore. 3 times. She sells seashell by the seashore. 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 5 times. She sells seashell by the seashore. 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 She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashell by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashell by the seashore. 10 times. Finished.
That was amazing. That was fast. That was fascinating. You guys are doing so good. I don't know who's gonna win, but you guys are doing excellent. Both of you. You guys are great. I mean, I made a lot of mistakes my first time, but yeah, I got through it somehow. But yeah, all the best to both of you again. So to all the people who are watching, I would like to request you again, please comment down below if you have any suggestions for us. And we're going to be ongoing with this amazing tongue twisters show. The tongue twisters are going to be coming up on the screen one by one, and our participants are going to be saying it. And if you want to join the next English Olympiad show, please message the English Olympiad Facebook page, and you can join with us the next show. Thank you very much. So we're going to be having another tongue twister up on our screen anytime by now. And yeah, to all the people, this show is live from Facebook and YouTube, both the places. So if you are facing problems at Facebook, don't worry, just jump to YouTube. If you're facing problems in YouTube, jump to Facebook, no problem. But you gotta watch it because it's really good. Okay, so the next tongue twister is up on the screen. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? Okay, that's an easy one. So you can say it 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Okay, starting with Fahim and then Miss Afnan.
Okay.
Okay.
For 3 times. How can a cum cram in a clean cream can? How can a cum cram in a clean cream can? How can a sorry, I lost it. I'm not finding this.
How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
How can a cum cram in a clean cream can? How can 5 times? How can a cum cram in a clean cream can? How can a cum cram in a clean cream can? How can a cum cram in a clean cream can? How can a cum cream in a clean cream can? For 10 times. How can a clean oh sorry, I think I've done it.
2 times, 3 times, 5 times. And the word is clam. How can a clam cram? The word is clam. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? Okay, so you're done 5 times?
So for the 5 times, how can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
That was good. That was amazing. We all make mistakes. We all have those days. Never mind. You're going to do great in the next tongue twister. I also made so many mistakes, but yeah, I just got through it. I told you before. So moving on to Miss Afnan. Go ahead. 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Start.
How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? 2 times. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? 3 times. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? 5 times.
Okay, so it was really fast. It was amazing. That was nice. But yeah, I still don't know how can a clam cram in a clean cream can, because clean cream cans are always clean, so nothing should be cramming in a clam. I mean, that's confusing. Let's just leave that tongue twister for itself, right? It could just go clam itself in a cram. Never mind. So, okay. So, Sir Muhammad Rakibul Islam said, "How can I participate here, sir? If you want to participate, please message the English Olympiad Facebook page that you want to join." Miss Selena Akhtar said, "Ishika, ma'am, I was a participant of today's show too. I lost connection for a few moments, so I can't join on the show. Can you please add me now?" Oh, ma'am, oh, you were a participant today. Okay, okay. I think you could message the English Olympiad page, and let's see if we can get you back. I saw you. We lost connection. I'm so sorry, but let's see if we can get you back now. So you can message the English Olympiad Facebook page. The English Olympiad Facebook page. If you message it now, you can come up. SG Nakib sir said, "English Olympiad team, please respond. Does the viewer can give tongue twisters to them?" The viewers can suggest tongue twister, and it will depend. If it's nice, maybe we can put it on. But yeah. But if we don't put it on today, don't worry. We're gonna be putting it on the next show. We're gonna be famous, and do try to make some tongue twisters back at home. AP Ashikur Rahman sir said, "Is registration available?" Sir, we don't need registration for English Olympiad Tongue Twisters show. You have to just message the English Olympiad Facebook page that, "Hello, I want to join. Can I just join the next show, please?" And then you can come up on the screen with us, okay? It's all about you. It's all about your enthusiasm, nothing else, okay? So if you want to join, seriously, please message the English Olympiad Facebook page, and we can have some fun on the live show. So are you guys enjoying, Fahim and Miss Afnan? Are you guys enjoying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, that's
Yeah,
great. If you have any problems, let me know if you face any problems. Okay, the next one is up on the screen. Oh my God, okay. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. Okay, I tripped almost, but yeah. Okay, let's start with Miss Afnan this time. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop, okay? Okay, you have to say this 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, because it's really trippy, yeah.
For 2 times, I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. 2 times. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. 3 times. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. 5 times.
Wow, that was fast. That was amazing. That was great. Now moving on to Mr. Fahim. You have to say it 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Okay? Just speak like you're at home. We are home, right? So just go ahead.
For 2 times. I saw Sushi sitting in a sushi shop. I saw Sushi sitting in a sushi shop. For 3 times. I saw Sushi sitting in a sushi shop. I saw Sushi sitting in a sushi shop. I saw Sushi sitting in a sushi shop. For 5 times. I saw Sushi sitting in a sushi shop. 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 I'm done.
That was great. That was fast. That was amazing. That was nice. That was really nice. You did it really fast. Thank you so much, Mr. Fahim. I have like 5 friends named Fahim. So many Fahims around me now. That's great. But to all my viewers again, if you're enjoying today's show, please let us know. Comment down below. And if you have any problems or questions, let us know in the English Olympiad Facebook page. If you want to join, I'm telling it again because a lot of you don't understand me sometimes. If you want to join the next English Olympiad Tongue Twisters show, please message the English Olympiad Facebook page, the original Facebook page, okay? The one that we are live from. Just go message that page right now if you want to join the next show. And maybe we could have some fun the next Tongue Twister show. And yeah, do wish all the best to these beautiful, amazing participants that we have today. They're great. They're fascinating. And I'm really enjoying with them. And if you want your children to join, if you want yourself to join, please message the page right now, okay? We have another tongue twister up on the screen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. Oh, okay. Miss Shamima Venice asked, "Is this about the English Olympiad? I mean, will it continue? Will it be counted in Olympiad, or is it just, ma'am? It's just a show. Actually, the quarantine is going on, and a lot of participants and a lot of people as well, they're getting bored in house. So we thought, why not just bring on something productive that's going to help people, that's going to help the participants, it's going to help everyone. So we just bought this tongue twister show for, spending time more productively and helping other people to learn English. That's all. That's just the motive. Nothing's going to be counted in the Olympiad. You don't need to worry about that. Okay. So thank you so much, by the way, Shamima Venice, ma'am, for commenting down below. So we're going to be moving in the next tongue twister. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. Okay, you have to say it 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Okay, let's start with Miss Afnan again.
Okay. I saw a kitten eating chicken in a kitchen. In the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen 2 times. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw it kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen 3 times. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen 5 times.
Okay, that was fast. That was amazing, Miss Afnan. Moving on to Mr. Fahim, as usual, 2, 3, 5. Start.
For 2 times. I saw Kiran eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw Kiran eating kitchen. I saw kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. For 3 times. I saw kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. 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 For 5 times. I saw kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. 5 times.
That was amazing. That was amazing, Mr. Fahim. You guys are doing great. Oh my God. I don't know who's going to win, but I wish you both all the best. And you guys are doing great. Amazing. And, Mr. Tamim said Bangladesh needs this type of show. Indeed, Bangladesh needs this type of show. Miss Majid bin Hussein said amazing. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for commenting and watching. Miss Farida Parvin Dolly said, I am today's part. Okay. Mr. Tamim said, great show. Thank you so much, Mr. Tamim. Thank you so much for watching with us. And yes, indeed, Bangladesh does need this type of show because we are a Bangla speaking country and English is taking over slowly. I mean, it already has taken over, but yeah, need more practice to sound more fluent. So yeah, tongue twister is really important for everyone. Okay, moving on to our next tongue twister. But before that, if you have any suggestions, let us know in the comment down below. If you have any queries, check out the Facebook page. And if you want to join the next tongue twister show, please message the English Olympiad Facebook page, your name, your class. Thank you so much. Moving on to the next tongue twister, the most famous one among the kids. They love it. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. The most famous one because we all scream for ice cream. Sorry, ma'am, we couldn't hear you.
This tongue twister was in the last show, like the 9th episode.
Was it?
Actually,
Yeah,
I
I
got
think it was.
in theater round when I was selected for division round.
Oh,
like
okay,
it's
yeah, it was there. You got this one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's easy. That's a great one. I mean, yeah, I wish I participated as well, but yeah, maybe next time. I was a campus ambassador, so anyways, so this time we can start with Mr. Fahim. Okay, ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. We have to say 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. 2, 3, 5. Okay, start.
For 2 times. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we
Can you
all scream for ice cream.
stop for a moment? Okay, I think we have our new participant. I'm so sorry, Mr. Fahim. We can get back to you within a few seconds. We have our new participant, Ms. Rubana Kasim Atoy. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Rubana Tasnim Athoy. I'm a student of class 9 of Shokuddin Sharkar Academy School and College. I'm very exciting for this show, but it's raining here and there was a there was a net problem for few times, so I lost the connection and I can't
Okay.
join this show timely. And thank you, Ishika ma'am, for joining me right now. And
It's all right. It's
that's all.
fine.
Thank
It's
you.
okay. That happens. The weather's not good in Bangladesh, and we all know we have such
Yes.
good internet connection, don't we? So yeah, it's okay. It's all right. It happens. It happened to me as well. It happens to me every day. You're gonna see I'm gone after a few
Yes.
minutes, and then you're gonna see me joining back. But yeah, never mind. Sir Shajat Hussain left a comment. Hi, Ishka. Good evening. How many participants actually have today? Two or more? Oh, we have three participants. All of them are seniors, and they're doing amazing. We're gonna be doing more. We're gonna be doing more tongue twisters anytime by now. Miss Salma Zaman said, "Very nice show. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us." So for Rubana, for Miss Rubana, we're gonna be going back to the first tongue twister, and we're gonna be eventually coming back to the one we have now.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So okay, all right.
No
So we're
problem.
gonna be going back to the first tongue twister that we had, which of course I forgot because I can't remember what the first tongue twister was, but it's
It
gonna be
was
up on the
red
screen.
lorry, I guess.
Oh yeah, red lorry,
I
yellow lorry. Oh
red
God, thank you
lorry,
so
yellow
much.
lorry.
Okay. You have to say this 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. Okay, start.
Okay. 3 times. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. 5 times. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. 10 times. Red lorry, yellow lorry, 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 red lorry, yellow lorry. Done.
Okay, so we're gonna be moving on to the next tongue twister that we had. It was maybe the can, clam, cram, a lot of clamming that we left behind, but we're gonna. Oh, okay. That was she sells. Oh, my head is messed up. Okay, so you have to say this 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. Go ahead.
Okay. 2 times. She sails by the seashore. She sails by the seashore. Five. Was first time was 2 times? 2 times, 5 times, and 10 times.
3 times, 5 times,
Oh,
ten
sorry.
times.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. 3 times. She sails by the seashore. She sails by the seashore. She sails by the seashore. 5 times. She sails by the seashore. 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 10 times. She sails by the seashore. 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 She sails she sail by the seashore. She sail by the seashore. She sails 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 by the seashore. Done.
Okay, that was amazing, Rubana. Now we're gonna be moving on to the one we had before, the clam cran, that one. So you have to say it 2 times, 3 times, 2, 3, 5. Okay, start.
Okay. How can a cram in a clean cream can? How can a cram in a clean cream can? How can a cram in a clean cream can? 5 times. How can a cram in a clean cream can? How can a cram in a clean cream can? How can a how can a can cram in a clean cream can? How can a can how sorry, how can a
It's
cram
okay.
in a clean cream can? How can a cram in a clean cream can. 10 times. How can a clam cram in a in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? Done.
Okay, now we'll be moving on to the next one. The I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. You have to say it 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, okay? Oh, sorry. It's the I saw kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. 2 times, 3 times, and 5 times.
Yes.
Okay. 2
Yes.
times. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. 3 times. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. 5 times. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. Done.
Okay, that was amazing. That was really great. Oh, I think we have another participant.
Hello, Miss.
His name is Misbah Inan. Hello, how are you?
Hello, Miss. I'm fine. I'm Miss Bodin Inan. I read in Chattogram Canton Public College, and I'm from Chittagong. So it's nice to see
Okay,
you.
that's great.
I've seen you in the
You as
previous
well.
show. So it's
Thank you.
nice to be here today.
That's great. That's amazing. Which year are you in?
Yes, Miss.
Which class are you in?
I'm reading in class 7 now.
Okay, that's great. That's amazing. Nice to meet you, Miss Bodin. So we've had a few tongue twisters gone before, but we're gonna jump back to them again for you. But before that, I think Miss Rubana would finish the ice cream, you scream that one, okay?
No, Ma'am Ishika, I didn't finish ice cream, you cream, we all scream
Yeah,
ice
you
cream.
have. I told you have to finish it, and then we can move on to Mizba, okay?
Okay. For how many times?
Okay, finish it.
No,
2,
sorry, excuse
3,
me.
5.
2, 3, 5. Ice cream, 2
Yeah.
times. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. 3 times. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. 5 times. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Done.
Okay, that was amazing. That was really great, Rubana. Now, we're gonna be moving on to Misbah, and as this is a competition, it has to be fair, right? So for making it fair, Misbah is gonna be saying the tongue twisters from before that we had, and then we can move on to eventually going ahead with the other tongue twisters, all right? So for Misbah, we're gonna jump on to our red lorry, yellow lorry, okay? Okay, it's gonna come up on the screen anytime by now. I think, okay, he's here, he's back. We're gonna be jumping on to red lorry, yellow lorry. Here we have it. So 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, all right? Start.
Okay, ma'am. 3 times. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. 5 times. Red lorry, yellow lorry, 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 red lorry, yellow lorry. 10 times. Red lorry, yellow lorry, 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 red lorry, yellow lorry. That's it.
I'm so sorry. My mic was mute and I was talking. It's my fault. That was amazing, Miss Ba. So now it's time for the she sells seashells by the seashore. You have to say it 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. Go ahead.
3 times. She sells seashell by the seashore. She sells seashell by the seashore. She sells seashell by the seashore. 5 times. Seashells by the seashore. Seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashell by the seashore. She sells seashell by the seashore. 10 times. She sells seashell by the seashore. 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 Seashell by the seashore. She sells seashell by the seashore. She sells seashell by the seashore. She sells seashell by the seashore. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Now we're going to be moving on to our next tongue twister, which was I saw a kitten in the kitchen eating chicken. Is that right? Yeah, I think I got it right. I saw a kitten in the kitchen eating. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes I'm so proud of myself. Okay, never mind. Let's get the crowd off, please. Let's not. Okay, so you have to say it 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Go ahead.
Okay. 2 times. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. 3 times. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. 5 times. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. That's it.
Okay, so that next one is how can a clam cram in a clean cream can? Oh my God, moving on to a lot of clamming right here. 2, 3, 5, start.
2 times. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? 3 times. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? 5 times. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
Okay, that was amazing. Now moving on to the next one. A lot of screaming for a lot of. Oh no! I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. Okay, that's a tough one, but yeah, 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Go ahead. 2, 3, 5. Start.
2 times. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. 3 times. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. 5 times. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. Thank you.
Welcome. Now the next one. The next one, I guess, is a kid's favorite one, unless I'm wrong. The ice cream. You scream.
Ice cream.
We all scream for ice cream. Oh, I miss ice cream so bad. Okay. 2, 3, 5. Start.
2 times. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. 3 times. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. 5 times. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. That's it.
Yes, we all do. And I wanna have ice cream, but my dad's gonna kill me if I wanna have it. Anyways, now we're gonna move on to the new tongue twister that we are gonna be syncing now. I think we are gonna have the new tongue twister up on the screen. But to all the people who are watching, to all my viewers, please comment down below if you're having any problems. If you have any suggestions, please let us know. We have 4 people in our competition today, and all of them are good and amazing. Okay, that's a
Wait,
great one.
wait. Apu,
Sure.
I think
Sure.
didn't say the previous tongue twister. The ice cream
Yeah,
cream.
Which one? Oh, she
Actually, we
didn't. She
didn't got
didn't.
it.
Okay. I am so
Actually, we didn't got
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You guys were left. Were you guys left? Miss Afnan and Fahim, were you guys left? Saying
Yeah.
the ice
No,
cream.
Yes.
yeah, we left.
You're left, right? Okay. So okay, maybe Rubana could say it. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Yes, I have said it.
She has said it. She has said it.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
it's me and Elahi is left.
Okay, all right. Go ahead then, Afnan. You start.
Okay. 2 times, 3 times, and 5 times, or 3 times, 5 times, 10
2,
times.
3, 5. 2, 3, 5.
Okay. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. 2 times. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. 2 times. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. That's 5 times.
That was amazing.
Finish.
That was really great.
Is she stuck?
I think so. There's some network problems, I guess.
Yeah, I hope so. She's freeze.
I think you can start, or it will be stuck forever.
I think yeah, we have a plan.
Fahim can continue. Fahim
I
can
think it's better
continue.
when she comes. Oh, I can.
But
Okay.
check
Ice cream
continue.
for 2 times. Ice cream, you all scream. So I got it on the screen. For 2 times. Ice cream, you scream, all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, all scream for ice cream. For 3 times. Ice cream, you all scream. Ice cream, you scream, all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, all scream for ice cream. For 5 times. Ice cream, you scream, all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Done.
I think Ishita Apu's network connection cut off.
Yeah, I hope.
Do you have to continue ourselves or what? She's not here.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit problem. So there's
I
another
think
tongue twister in the screen. I hope that we should start it. Is- Aren't we?
I think
English
we should
Olympia.
carry it on
Can we
one by
start?
one.
Yeah.
Rubana.
Rubana. Yeah, Rubana.
You
Rubana,
can start.
you can start. You can start. Rubana can start.
I think she's
Rubana.
also free.
Okay, all are freezing one by one.
Okay, you should say 2 times, 3 times, 5 times because it's kind of long. That's why you should say 2 times, 3 times, and 5 times.
Yep.
2, 3, and 5.
I think
2,
Rubana's
3, and
microphone
5.
is a little bit connection problem. Hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a 2 times. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? 3 times. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? 5 times. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was she? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he?
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, she said it
Uh,
accurately. Okay, then
uh,
me. Okay, Afnan, Fahim, and
Okay,
Iman.
then.
that was
Okay,
you. Me.
I think I started. Fuzzy Wuzzy
Yeah.
was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? 2 times. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? 3 times. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? 5 times finished. Fahim, you should start now.
Yeah.
Okay.
For 2 times.
Just
Fuzzy
two.
Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? For 3 times. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no ear. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no ear. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Now 5 times. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no ear. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no ear. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no ear. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no ear. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no ear. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no ear. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no ear. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Done.
I am
That
so
was
sorry
I
for
think
my
I'm in the
network
queue now, right?
connection.
We were
I'm
really
very
missing
sorry
you.
for my.
There is a lot of problem.
Thank you so much for missing me. I'm so sorry. I told you guys before. Remember, Fahim and Afnan, I told you before that suddenly you're gonna see I'm gone. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I go again, just continue with the show, okay? And I'll be back after like 2 to 3 minutes if I'm gone, okay? And okay, so we were on the Fuzzy Wuzzy one. Who finished?
Me,
Who
Rubana,
said it?
Fahim finished. Just
I think I may
Okay.
have finished.
Who's
Yeah, yeah.
left? Go ahead.
I think Misbah is waiting.
So me.
yeah.
Okay. 2 times. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? 3 times. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? 5 times. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? That's it.
Okay, that was amazing. That was great. I'm sorry again for my network interruption. I mean, I'm living in Bangladesh, so what more can I expect, right? I shouldn't be speaking like this, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying. But yeah, I know you guys did amazing. I mean, I'm gonna watch this live again. So yeah, you guys must do amazing. And Misbah, you did great. So to all the people, to all the viewers, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but yeah, I hope you're enjoying this show today. And if you have any questions, please give in the comments down below. I'll try to answer that. And if you have any more question regarding the Olympiad, you can go ask the English Olympiad Facebook page. Oh, Sir Sugar B. Rahman said, "Can we join?" Yes, of course you can join, but maybe not today. You can join the next one, right? The next show. So message the English on the page. Muhammad Nurul Absar said, "I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. Who can do as a tongue twister?" Okay, so is that a challenge? That's a challenge. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I think we can do that. I think we can
Yeah.
do that, right? Okay,
Yeah.
let's do this then. Okay, let's start from Afnan, and then Rubana, and then Fahim, and then Misbah. Okay, start. 2
How many
times,
times
3 times, 5 times. 2, 3,
Okay.
5. Let's do it.
I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. 2 times. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. 3 times. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. 5 times. Finished.
Okay, moving on to Rubana.
Okay. 2 times. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. 3 times. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. 5 times. I saw a sawman to the to saw. Sorry. I saw a sawman to
It's
saw
okay.
with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a sawmill, with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. 5 times done.
She's again faced.
Mm.
Yeah.
Who should
I
start
think we should
now?
carry on the show like
Yeah.
she said.
Should I start?
Yes.
Was it
Fahim,
Okay.
you maybe you.
Fahim or
Actually, yeah, I
Fahim?
have
Yeah.
to.
Fahim.
Yeah. So can we get it on the screen? Yeah. For 2 times. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. For 3 times. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. For 5 times. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I'm done.
Okay, now it's me. 2 times. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. 3 times. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. 5 times. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. I saw a sawman to saw with a saw in a sawmill. That's it.
I think we
Okay, what should we do now? I think everyone has done.
we have
What should we
completed
do
the
now?
challenge.
Where is the next 10? Okay, some
Thank
English
you.
Olympiad said we are fantastic.
Thank you. It
It's
was
very
a pleasure.
fantastic English Olympiad.
Thanks.
I think we will get the next tongue twister soon.
Yes, I think we'll get it on the screen.
Hope so. Let's see. Yeah, I think how much would woodchuck
So I
woodchuck would.
did it in the previous show. I did it in the previous show. It was easy, I guess.
Okay, Ishika ma'am is here, I think.
We see it. I guess your network connection is really bad.
Yeah,
Should we continue ourselves or
should we start it?
I think we should carry on like the previous year.
okay?
2, 3, or and 5
Okay.
times.
Afnan, Ruban,
Yeah.
then
Okay, I think I should
Afnan,
carry. Yeah, please go
yeah. 2, 3, and 5.
Okay. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. 2 times. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. 3 times. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck chuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much he would chuck he would as much as he could and chuck as much as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much wood would a chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much wood would a chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Done.
Okay. It's
Okay. I think
2
now
times.
it's time for one.
Yes.
I think then
times.
Rubana or Fahim. Rubana, I guess.
How much would a 2 times? How much would a woodchuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much wood would a would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could as chuck as much wood as a chuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. 3 times. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. 5 times. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck how much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Done. Now fine, it's your turn.
And it's my turn. For two times. How much for two times? How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. For three times. How much would a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. For five times. How much would a woodchuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck if a woodchuck could how much would a woodchuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Finish.
Okay, it's me now. Two times. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Now it's three times. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Now five times. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much as wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. That's it. So I think the next time Krista will be up soon, and Ishika ma'am is still not here.
She was here in the middle, but gone again.
Oh, there is the next one.
Okay, we have our next tongue twister, Betty Butter.
So, okay, I'm starting it again. Okay. Where is the tongue twister? Okay.
Yes.
Betty bought some butter, but she said the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was Betty butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty bought some butter, but she said the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better Betty butter bought a bit of bitter butter two times. Betty bought some butter, but she said the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was Betty butter bought bit of better butter. Betty bought some butter. She said the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty bought some butter. She said the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. So, but a bit of bitter butter will make my batter better. So it was better. Betty butter bought some a bit of bitter butter 3 times. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. So, but a bit of bitter butter will make my batter better. So it was better. Betty Butter bought some bit of bitter butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty Butter bought some bitter butter, but she said the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty Butter bought some butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter is bitter. If I put it in my butter, it will make my butter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. 5 times managed.
I'm back, and I'm gone, and I'm back.
Yes.
I'm going and coming back because of my Wi-Fi. I just called them and I explained, and said that they're gonna try to keep the connection stable. We were having some problems in the server, so if I go away again, please understand that. But yeah, we're on our favorite one. My favorite tongue twister, Betty Butter. Mr. Ariful Hawk said, "Oh, these kids are also very good, Edmund. Your kids take this event to the end." Yeah, I'm so sorry to my viewers, and I'm sorry to all the participants. So sorry from the core of my heart. The network connection is really bad. Oh, Mr. Farukul Islam said, "How can I join the show?" So if you want to join this show, please visit the English Olympiad Facebook page. Message them that I want to join the next show, and mention your class, and you're going to be there with us. Mr. Shajjad Hussain said, "I'm happy to see, and good wishes to Rubina Ma and all of the participants here." Okay, best of luck, Rubina. Miss Farida Parvindoli said, "Good wishes to Inan." Okay. All right. So all of you are having a lot of good wishes. How many tongue twisters did I miss again? How many did I miss? Did I miss 2? I guess I missed 2.
Yeah. This is the third
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Who's left? Who's left for this one? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's my turn. 2 times.
Go ahead.
Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my butter better. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter better. So it was better.
I think it's problem in the server.
Yeah, it's too much problem in the servers. I told you we are having so much problems. Okay, I think she's back.
3 times. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my batter better. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of better butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter is bitter. If I put in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my batter better. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of better butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my batter better. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. 5 times. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said, the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter, but a bit of bitter butter will make my batter better. So it was better. It was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty Butter bought bought some butter, but she said, the butter the butter is bitter. If I put in my batter, it will make my butter bitter, but a bit of bitter butter will make my batter better. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said, the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter, but a bit of bitter butter will make my batter better. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of butter, bitter butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said, the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter, but a bit of bitter butter will make my batter better. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said, the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter, but a bit of bitter butter will make my batter better. So it it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Done.
Okay, that was amazing. That was really great. So who's left for saying this? Is anyone left?
Me,
Him
me and
and
Inan.
Two person is left.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Now Fahim can
Two
start.
people are left. Okay, then Fahim, you can start.
Okay, for 2 times. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter is bitter. If I put in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of butter, but a bit of better butter will make my butter better. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of butter better. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said butter's bitter. If I put in my batter, it will make my butter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better to Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Sorry, it was not in my screen. I cannot find it.
It's all right. It's all right. Go ahead.
For 3 times. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said butter's bitter. If I put in my batter, it will make batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter better. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said butter's bitter. If I put in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said butter's bitter. If I put in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter better. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. For 5 times. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said butter's bitter. If I put in my batter, so it will make my batter so it will make my batter bitter. Bitter, but a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty Butter bought some. She said, Betty Butter bought some butter. She said, butter is bitter. If I put in my batter, it will make bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make the batter bitter. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said, butter's bitter. If I put in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter better. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said butter's bitter. If I put in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Betty Butter bought some butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of bitter butter. I'm done.
Okay, that was amazing, Fahim. That was really great. Moving on to Misbah. 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Go ahead.
First 2 times. Betty butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Betty butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was Betty butter bought a bit of bitter butter. 3 times. Betty butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Betty butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Betty butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was bitter. Betty butter bought a bit of bitter butter. 5 times. Betty butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Betty butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Betty butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Betty butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was better. Betty butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Betty butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of bitter butter will make my batter bitter. So it was Betty butter bought. So it was better. Betty butter bought a bit of bitter butter. Thanks.
Welcome, Misbah. That was amazing. That was really nice. I missed the Afnan's and Rubana's ones, but I bet they were amazing as yours as well. You know, tongue twisters, sometimes when we try to say it really fast, it sounds like we're, going on with some rap music like Eminem or maybe Kendrick Lamar. You know, it's really fun. I love them. I love their songs. The other day I was listening to a song named
It's
Godzilla
like we are
by
singing Rap
Eminem.
God.
Yeah, it's like we're singing Rap God, the fast part, 4 minutes 25 seconds, the supersonic speed side, right? But other than that, I bet if Eminem or Kendrick Lamar or the other rappers like Logic came up in here, they would just burst the whole, tongue twister thing whole up, because they speak so fast, man. Like, how do they do that? And there are a lot of people who can do this as well. Like, it's just their talent. Oh, Mr. Farikul Islam said, how can I join the show? So if you want to join the show, okay, the comments from YouTube. If you want to join the show, please message the English Olympiad Facebook page, and that's how you can join. Mr. Ariful Hawk said, superb. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for joining and watching with us. That's a great pleasure to have you in here as well. And if you have any comments, you can let us know, because the tongue twister that is going to come up now is going to be the last tongue twister. And I hope you guys have enjoyed throughout the show, guys. And I'm so sorry, extremely sorry, because of my Wi-Fi. The server goes down. Even when I'm playing PUBG, it just goes down and it just gets in my head. And, it's really annoying. But yeah, I know. I lost two matches yesterday. Just a little. I was this close to get the chicken dinner, but never mind. I just, I'm like, maybe Allah did it for some good reason, because every time I win a chicken dinner, my whole area comes to know about this because I scream so loud. I'm like, yay, I won it. So, yeah, my Wi-Fi is
But
really bad.
what? Before joining the show, I own a chicken dinner too.
Yeah, we could. Anyways, so we are going to be having the last tongue twister up on the screen. And before that, I'd like to thank all my viewers and to everyone who were really patient, especially the participants. You guys were so patient. If I was there in your place, I would have been like, oh my God, the host, wow, what's wrong, in my mind. But yeah, thank you so much for being so patient with me. And I'm sorry again for my Wi-Fi. I'm going to call them after a while and I'll have such a nice conversation with them. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying, and we're going to be having the last tongue twister up on the screen anytime by now. And to all the people who want to join the next tongue twister show, please message the English Olympiad Facebook page. that I want to join, mention your name and your class and where you're from, and you're going to be categorized between the juniors and seniors, and you can come up with us on the screen for the next show. Anyways, we're going to be having the last tongue twister up on the screen. And to all the people, please, please, please send the send a message if you really want to join with us in the next show. And yeah, Miss Charuputi said, very talented kids. Indeed, they're really talented. All of them are super talented because, like, especially they're not even maybe that much practice for tongue twisters, but look, they're doing so great, doing wonderful. Okay, so this is the last tongue twister up on the screen. Send toast to 10 stout, stains 10 tall hens. I tripped as well, but you guys are not going to trip because you're much more better and amazing than I am. So here we go. 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Start.
Okay. Send toast to 10 stout, stay saints. Can I start over again?
Sure, of course.
Send toast to 10 stout, saints 10 tall tents. Send toast to 10 stout, saints 10 old tents. 2 times. Send toast to 10 stout, saints 10 tall tents. Send toast to 10 stout, saints 10 tall tents. Send toast to 10 stout, saints 10 tall tents. 3 times. Send toast to 10 stout, saints 10 tall tents. Send toast to 10 stout, saints 10 tall tents. Send toast to 10 stout, saints 10 tall tents. Send toast to 10 stout, saints 10 tall tents. Send toast to 10 stout, saints 10 tall tents. 5 times finished.
That was amazing, Miss Afnan. That was your last tongue twister of today. That was amazing. That was really good. Moving on to Miss Rubana. You have to say it 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Start.
Okay, 2 times. Send toast to 10 saints 10 all tens. Send toast to 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. 10 tall tens. 3 times. Send toast to 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. 5 times. Send toast to 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. Done.
That was amazing, Rubana. That was really great. That was your last tongue twister of today. Now we're going to be moving on to Fahim and Misbah. Both of you can come up right now. Yeah. So Fahim can start after he comes up on the screen with us. Okay. Let's wait for a second. They're going to be up on the screen with us. But to all my viewers, I'd like to say thank you so much for being with us and watching with us today and being so patient, because my Wi-Fi went away, and yeah, I'm so sorry. But yeah,
It's okay.
we're gonna be. I'm so sorry, but yeah,
It's
I hope
okay.
you guys understand. The server is really bad, and thanks for being patient. Anyways, I think we are facing a little problem again. We're gonna be having Fahim and Misbah up on the screen with us anytime by now. Yeah, let's wait for a while, and we can have them up on the screen with us.
I have a question.
I really enjoyed the show today.
Sure.
I
Go
really
ahead.
enjoyed the show. It's
wait.
really amazing.
Thank you
I have a
so much, Rubana. Yeah, go ahead, Afnan. Go ahead.
From 24th June, I think there is a program named the Pro Linguistic Show. So there is a show. There's also a tongue twister show in there. So how are they going to judge among participants? How are they going to judge?
I'm not sure how are they going to judge, but I'm pretty sure the judgment is going to be based, like you're going to be on groups. You're going to have like few different groups because juniors and seniors, they're going to be different. So they're going to be different groups, and you're going to be judged according to how fast you say the tongue twister and how clearly you say it, and how less mistakes you make or how much mistakes you make. You're going to be judged on based on that. So yeah, make sure you don't make any mistakes and say it fast and say it clearly. The most important thing about tongue twister is you have to say it clearly, okay, but fast, but clearly without any mistakes, okay? That's the main thing. Okay, we have Misbah and Fahim up on the screen with us again. So this time, let's start with Misbah. Misbah, you can start, and Fahim, you can end the tongue twister show for today. So let's start with Misbah. Misbah, 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Can you hear me? Go ahead, start.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Can't hear you. I think your microphone is muted.
We can't hear you still. Okay. I think he can go and start. Okay, let's get started with Fahim then. Go ahead.
Okay. For 2 times. Send toast to 10. Send toast to 10 tens. Stouts stains 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 tens. Stout tens 10 tall tens. For 3 times. Send toast to 10 tens. Stout stains 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 tens. Start saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 tens above star saints 10 tall tens. For 5 times. Send toast to 10 tens. Stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 tens. Stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 tens. Stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 tens. Stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 tens. Stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 tens. Stout saints 10 tall tens. Done.
That was amazing, Fahim. Thank you so much. Let's move on to Misbah. Misbah, can you hear me?
I think
Misbah, we can't hear you.
Please turn on your microphone.
I think there's several problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we
think
can hear
that
you.
too. We can't hear you. Misbah, I think you should like leave it and then get inside the link again. I think that's gonna help. Okay, leave and get in. We're gonna wait for you. It's okay. Okay, so we have a group, International English Language Club. Please join there to know about more English Olympiad. Please visit www.englisholympiad.net. If you need any information regarding English Olympiad, how we do stuff there and how things happen, please visit www.englisholympiad.net. And please join the group International English Language Club. We all, some fill in the blanks and a lot of questions and quizzes are given there to help you guys and to guide you guys in a better way and to expand your knowledge on English, because English is really important, right? It's really necessary for all of us, especially we people of Bangladesh. A lot of us tend to go abroad. So when we go abroad, we can't just say because they're English people. They don't understand Bangla. They understand English. So we have to speak in English with them. So International English Language Club kind of makes your grammars and the punctuations correct. They just guide you to a better way. So to all the viewers, please join International English Language Club in Facebook. If you have any queries, go check out www.englisholympiad.net. And again, to all my viewers today who have watched with me and was patient, thank you so much for being here with us all this time. Because of you, we are here. And we're coming with great videos and shows for better mental health. Yeah, well, mental health is really important. During this quarantine, we all are losing our minds. Kokon বাইরে যাব, kokon বাইরে যাব, kokon friend's সাথে আড্ডা মারবো. That's in our mind. But for now, you have to live so that তুমি পরে গিয়ে আড্ডা মারতে পারো, right? So you have to keep yourself safe, but a lot of them are breaking down, and a lot of things have been happening recently during online classes and a lot of things. So for keeping your mental health better and healthy, English Olympiad is coming up with great videos that's going to help you boost your confidence and to help you cope up with your mental health, because mental health is a very big issue. If you're depressed or if you're anxious, nothing can do anything to you. Like, your physical health depends on your mental health. If you're happy, your body is happy. If you're not happy, nothing's gonna work with you, right? So I think we're waiting for Misbah. After Misbah, we are gonna be ending today's show. Okay, I think he's here. Okay,
Can
Misbah,
you
can you
hear
hear
me,
me?
ma'am? Can you
Yes,
hear
I
me,
can
ma'am?
hear you. Sorry. Yes, Simran, we can hear you.
Okay, now I'm telling the tongue twister if it comes on screen.
Okay, so we're gonna be having the tongue twister up on our screen. The Saints one. Oh, that was so hard. That one makes me trip as well. Okay, it's here up on the screen. Send toast to 10, 10 stout Saints 10 tall tens. See, I tripped. Okay, 2, 3 times. Go ahead.
Okay, 2 times. Send toast to 10 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. 3 times. Send toast to 10 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. 5 times. Send toast to 10 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 10 stout saints 10 tall tens. Send toast to 10 10 stout saints 10 tall tens.
Okay, are you done?
Yep.
That was amazing. So this was the last tongue twister of today. And top 10 from last English Olympiad Grand Finale 2020 are making and planning them. The videos that we were talking about regarding the mental health. We are coming with some great videos and shows for better mental health. I hope all the people who are watching this video, and to all the people, you know, who have been having mental health issues, you're helped with these videos, because the top 10 people from the last grand finale are amazing. They're amazing. So they're going to be helping you with your mental health, and so we are going to be finishing our tongue twister. But before that, of course, we are going to be having last look on our comments and listening if our participants enjoyed today's show. So starting with Rubana, did you enjoy today's show, and do you have any suggestions? And do you want to say
Yeah.
something to us personally?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I really enjoyed this show because and I I watch too, but because it's a nice way to spend our this lockdown time with a productive way, because we are learning new things every day by showing this show and participating in this show. And I feel very joy too, because I have joined this show today. And I want more videos about our about English and other many, like the celebrities who are very good in English. And I want the tips and suggestion, how can we prove our English skills, and how can we prove ourselves for a spoken English, and this kind of videos I would like to watch in this page. And that's all my suggestion. And but I really love to watch these Olympiads, because I'm really interested in English. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rubana,
And
for even coming and joining with
and
us.
Ishika
Thank
ma'am,
you
you
so
are
much.
just such a and Ishika ma'am, you're just amazing, and you're just amazing anchor. You just present everything in a very amazing way. I like your presentation.
Thank you so much. Stop making me blush. Come on. You guys are great as well. Okay, thank you so much, Rubana. You're really sweet. Thank you so,
Thank you.
so much.
Welcome.
Well, thank you so much. Moving on to Fahim. Do you have anything to say? Please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, it's a very great honor for me that I have participated in today's show, Tongue Twister, and I've also watched the previous episode. So I really want to join this show because I want to enhance myself towards English. Actually, from the tongue twister, that people can find different types of words and sentences for which they can twist their tongue. And the more important thing that tongue twister makes is that we can feel much and more confident while reading any speech or giving any speech. And the thing which I want to say in this today's that I really enjoyed a lot in this today's show, and by the anchor Jigapu, he really done a great job. And for you, we have
Thank
also
you.
enjoyed a lot in this today's show. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But I'm sorry again, due to my internet connection. It's so great, right? My internet is so perfect. Like it never goes. You guys saw it, right? Like it never went for a second as well. Yeah, so all thanks to my internet. But yeah, please do pray for my internet connection. It's sick. So do pray, I hope it doesn't get the corona because if it does, I won't be able to do any more tongue twisters. But yeah, thank you so much, Fahim. Moving on to Afnan. Do you have anything to say regarding today's show? And if you have any suggestions, please go ahead.
Actually, this kind of show is really helpful for those who are nervous when talking English. Like just like me, when actually I'm okay when I'm alone talking English, but when I'm out with many people, I get very nervous and like I always mumble like and this and that. But this type of show helps me to improve my English speaking skills, plus my pronunciation. And actually, I'm really interested in tongue twisters because like it's really fun to do. It's like you're learning English with games. So yeah, I want to join again.
Of
and
course, of course. All have to come again. The next show,
and
I want to see all of you again, back.
Yeah, inshallah.
Ishikapu is really a great host. She's also a great manner. I joined an event with you. I think yeah, like in MC College in this
Did
year.
you?
So I
How come I didn't notice you? How come I can't I was like I saw her somewhere, but why can't I remember? Like I can't remember anything, but oh my God. I'm surprised to meet with you again. Thank you so much, though. Thank you so much for joining this show. Hopefully we're gonna meet again. And as you're in Sylhet, we can go and meet up at Arcadia and have some food, right? That's our little secret. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna meet again, and you guys you have to join again. So let's listen from Misbah. So Misbah, do you have anything to say regarding today's show? Please go ahead.
Actually, this type of show is really needed in Bangladesh as we are participating in the International English Olympiad. And tongue twister is really a fun and nice thing to practice. And practicing this with you, even if I had you a very short time practicing with you, makes it even more fun as you are very encouraging. And again, I had all my elder brothers and sisters who were there to help me in this show. I learned so much from them. So it will help me, and this show will help the whole Bangladesh, I think, because kids who are smaller than us will love this show. So thank you, Ishika ma'am. Thank you, English Olympiad, for hosting such a show. Thank you.
You're welcome, but special thanks to English Olympiad for bringing such an amazing platform in front of us, because it is rare. Like, I've never seen a show like this before, and being able to host her is like my dream come true. And I'm so happy to be hosting amazing little angels like you. And I want you guys back again in the next show because you guys did amazing. Oh, Inan was the
Oh,
champion
really?
at Small Stars Group. Oh, we didn't know that.
Wow.
I didn't know that
Wow.
before. That's great. Congratulations, Inan. Congratulations. That's really great to have a champion from Small Stars to be, twisting their tongue with us in this Tongue Twisters show. So anyone from any part of the world can inbox us to join the Tongue Twisters show. We have got some inbox from Canada and Malaysia. That's great.
Oh,
That's amazing.
Wow.
We are going to be going
we would like to join
international.
with. Yeah, it's really
That's
amazing.
nice.
That'll be great, right? Yeah, I'll let my 10 friends know about this as well. And to all of us, we were from Sylhet, Dhaka, Joshua, and Chittagong. Hopefully, we're going to be seeing the names of Malaysia and Canada, Australia, and other parts of the world's names with us, like we are seeing Joshua, Chittagong, and Dhaka and Sylhet today. And it was really nice to all the people who have been with us. Thank you so much for watching this English Olympiad show. If you have any questions, please go and check out English Olympiad's Facebook page or maybe the website www.englisholympiad.net. And if you want to join the next show, please message the English Olympiad Facebook page. And if you have any queries, as I said, go check out the Facebook page and the web page. And I hope you guys had an amazing time. Miss Ishra Jahan said, lovely show. Exactly. It's a very lovely show, ma'am. Everyone has enjoyed, and it's really great. Mr. Ariful Haq said, sir said, having with this event is really good time. Exactly. This event is actually amazing. Miss Maishara has said, what a beautiful show. Thank you so much, ma'am, for watching with us and calling our show beautiful. It wouldn't be beautiful if we didn't have beautiful participants, but we have beautiful participants, and that's why the show is beautiful. Miss Ifat Jahan Fire said, salam, hope you are doing well, but I would like to know when is my child's turn to participate. Ma'am, your child, maybe he or she is in the juniors, so we're going to be hosting another show maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. We're going to let you know. You can inbox the English Olympiad page, and your child is going to be up on the screen with us having some fun time twisting their tongue, right? And so we had an amazing time today, and we're going to be signing off now. We're going to be going off of live, but it was really great. Thank you all so much, Fahim, Misbah, Afnan, and Rubana. Thank you so much for joining with us. I want you guys to join again.
Ma'am,
I want you
thank
guys
you
to join again.
Thank you too.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'm sorry again for my internet connection. I'm going to make sure this doesn't happen again, but if it does, it did. Okay, thank you so much for staying with me. This was Ishka Mazabin as the host from Year 12 Scholars from Shahid Ga Campus, Sylhet. I hope you'll enjoy today's show, and I hope you guys are going to be with us in the next show. Thank you very much, and assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, ma'am.
Wa